YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. I thought I'd do a video showing y'all, let y'all watch me fix this washing machine. What's going on? Let me see if some people are coming here. Ain't nobody come in yet. Ain't nobody come in yet. I don't think this thing working. Oh, we got some people in here. We got 6 people in here. Four people in here. Oh boy. Let's see. Man, you haven't used that thing in months. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I never used it. It came with the, so I don't want to throw it away. So this is what we're fixing. This is a speed sensor for GE appliances. After doing some research, I found out that pretty much all these appliances use the same parts. Kenmore, KitchenAid, GE, Whirlpool, all of them. And after doing some research, I found out that General Electric make parts for all these washing machines out here. So if you're a fan to any one brand, you're being bamboozled. It's all GE. It's all GE. All of them GE parts. You are being bamboozled. We all being bamboozled. That's America, you know. So far, I replaced so far I replaced 2 parts on this washing machine. I replaced this part here. This is some kind of a transmission situation. Yes, a washing machine has a transmission. And I replaced the this is a lock, a lid lock. So when you close the lid on the washing machine, this right here locks the lid down. So after playing around with it, I got my voltmeter, I got my multimeter, and I checked it. I don't know. I guess they work, because this washing machine still ain't working. Let's see here. I'm getting a reading, so I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm getting some kind of a reading. Okay. I guess this one's bad because I'm not getting no reading. Yeah, it's nothing. 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 Yeah, I guess this one bad then. So when I test this one right here, I get a reading. Let me see. Okay. Gotta make sure it's working. It's hard to test this because I think it's got to be energized to give a response. So it needs some current going through it. I'm assuming. But let me go ahead and get this done. Let me see. Lost your drive once you refinance that. $700 a week lease. Use the pressure washer. Oh yeah, I already used it. Yeah, I probably, but the thing is, I probably lost a little bit of mojo. However, you know, when you got a $1,200 a month truck payment, you really don't have to run that hard. You really don't have to run that hard. Damn. Let me see. I gotta put this clip on here. But I'm trying to invest some time into something else so I can get passive income. That's all. I think it's worth it. I don't want to be running up and down the road in a truck forever. I suggest y'all to do the same. So real estate money is a little slower. However, it just depends on what you're trying to do. When you have excess cash, the thing is, you got to learn how money works. And the problem is the utility in money is not taught in the public school system. When you go to college, then they don't teach you the proper use of money. And what happens is, when you go to school, like go to college and you go to high school and stuff like that, they teach you how to. When you go to school, you're taught how to work for somebody. You're taught how to follow rules. You're taught to walk in a straight line. Don't do that. Don't do this. Oh, this is bad. And see, all that type of mindset is the mindset of somebody who if you're gonna work for somebody or if you're gonna get a job. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting a job, but the thing is, it's like guys, there are a million ways to make money. Either you want to work hard for the money, or you want to work easy for the money. It just depends on how you want to do it. If you want to work at a job for 30 years to get to $1 million, go do that. There are a lot of ways to get to $1 million. It could take you 30 years to get to $1 million, or it could take you 5 years to get to $1 million. It's all up to you. So, that's the thing is, and like a lot of guys, the use of finances is not taught. So we end up using finances for the wrong reasons. We buy shoes, we finance shoes, you go and finance a $40,000 Dodge Ram truck. You go and finance a diamond ring. All of that stuff is just a waste of money. I don't want to say it's a waste of money, but it's not a proper use of money. And see, what happens is we're taught to spend a lot of time on the wrong stuff. We're spending time on the wrong stuff. And so that's the problem. And so, like, a lot of you guys see me not in the truck, and I can feel the emotion behind that, because you feel like, oh, I'm not in the truck, so I'm not being productive or something. You know what I mean? So, like I said, there are a lot of ways to get to $1 million. You just got to find a way that works for you. And I feel like in order to get to $1 million, I don't feel like I should kill myself running up and down the road in the truck, because, damn, I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing to line up. But I mean, that's just my opinion. And like, so, you know, like a lot of guys, what they would do, right? They would get into trucking and they don't have a plan. You got to have a plan with this trucking game, man. You got to have a plan. So, you know, just like with anything else, you got to have a plan. So, you know, at this point, my plan is to run the truck, use that excess cash. Because you don't want cash sitting in the bank. You don't ever want cash sitting in the bank. Like, that's the worst thing you can do, is have a bunch of money sitting in the bank. And you know, so you got to keep cash money moving. You got to buy stuff with it. If you don't buy stuff with it, now I don't mean like buy anything, buy junk, but buy performing assets, things that make money. That way, you don't have to worry about running up and down the road in the truck. Running up and down the road in the truck is a choice. You don't have to do it. So somebody always calling me, man. I'm trying to take this. But let me see what y'all talking about. With that kind of payment, can you still live life? What kind of payment you talking about? But I think you didn't make the best of your refinance, although it was right on time with the slowdown. I think you should go hard now for a while. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get back in the truck. I'm just trying to take care of this passive money. You know, you gotta take care of passive. How much you can get that property for? I got it for 45,000. I got it for $45,000. $45,000. 45,000. Y'all like my so half of the money I financed, and half of the money I paid cash. So that's the deal. I felt like I didn't want to put all my cash money on the deal. However, I wanted to have some cash in the deal so I can have, you know, so to give me some time to rehab the property and get a tenant in there. And then it's this thing called infinite return. And like with infinite return, like once you put your cash in the deal, and then once you start renting it out, and then you get your cash back out of the deal, all the money out of the property is profit. for the rest of your life. We call that infinite return. No matter what goes on in the marketplace, market crash, as long as I have a lease on the property and I'm getting $900 to $1,000 in rent, you know, it really don't even matter. I just started an LLC. Please explain quarterly taxes on Turbo. Mr. E. Holland, I don't know how you got your LLC set up, but the thing is, the thing is with LLCs, when you're paying quarterly taxes, when you have a single member LLC, you're treated as a sole proprietor. So when you're treated as a sole proprietor, you don't have to pay quarterly taxes per se. You could, I pay quarterly estimated taxes as a business management thing, because I know as long as I'm paying the government on a quarterly basis, I know I got that bill taken care of. But if you feel like you're responsible enough to where you know how to calculate your taxes and you know how much you're gonna owe, and you're responsible enough to say, okay, every load you run, you put back 10-15%, and then you pay your whole tax bill when you do your taxes on the 15th. If you're comfortable with doing that, do it that way. But for a first year in business, you don't know what you're gonna owe. So, I mean, you can ballpark it. You know, you can ballpark it and say, okay, I'm probably gonna make $150,000 this year after expenses. I'm gonna probably owe about $15,000. You can ballpark it, but say you estimated you was gonna have about $15,000 in taxes, and then you come to do your taxes, you actually owe $19,000. Now you're $4,000 short. And see, if you didn't pay no estimated taxes, then you got to come up with $4,000. Now, if you're savvy enough if you're responsible enough to hold on to that money, and you got it in the bank and you just write a check, cool. You're running a small business, you should be doing that. But a lot of people are not savvy enough, they're not responsible enough to do that. So that's why they have the option to pay estimated taxes. Just give them something. Like with me, I pay $3,000 every quarter, no matter what. I just send the IRS $3,000 every quarter. That way, if I'm over, then cool, they give me a return. But I know when I do my taxes, I sent them something, and that keeps you from getting in trouble. So, you know, you can have something happen during the year, and you end up spending all that money, and then something happens, and then come tax time, you don't have the money. And a lot of people are not responsible enough to if you feel like you're responsible enough, you don't have to do estimated taxes. When you're sole proprietor, you really don't have to. Now, if you're a corporation and you gotta comply with federal guidelines to pay FICA and all that stuff, now then you have to do the estimated. You have to pay your if more than likely if you got if you got a corporation, then you got a payroll company anyway doing that stuff. With a partnership with your wife. Okay. With partnerships, I'm not absolutely sure because I never ran a partnership, but I can't imagine it being much different. You know, I can't imagine it being much different. Okay, good advice. I'm set up as a multi-member LLC partnership. I can't imagine it being much different. It's just like you having a sole proprietor and both you and your wife just own their business and y'all split everything down 50-50. It kind of really don't matter. I don't quote me if I'm wrong. You might have to check with somebody, but you just splitting the profits 50-50. So obviously y'all married, so y'all probably doing a joint return and y'all basically just paying the taxes on a joint, you know. So they say from 1065 K1 forms and form 720. Okay. Yeah, you probably gonna have to do estimated taxes. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you set up as an S corp. Yeah. So yeah, you probably gonna have to do estimated because yeah. You might have to go ahead. So all that stuff I just said, don't listen to nothing I just said. What I just said is for single member LLCs or disregarded LLCs are taxed like a sole proprietor. So all that junk I just said, don't listen to it. So yeah, you're gonna have to do estimated. I would recommend that when you got multi-member. Yeah, I would do that. But you know, I'm just a dude with a truck and I'm fixing this washing machine. What the hell I know? I gotta figure out how this thing go back in. I gotta figure out how this thing go back in. Let me see what y'all talk about. Thanks, I just signed for TurboTax. Trying to figure out how this thing go back in here. All right, y'all, I got it. All right. All right, I got it. I got it, y'all. You know, they make this stuff so cheap, you know? Yeah, I got it. Y'all want to see? Let me show y'all. Yeah. See there? That's the sensor right there. It's a speed sensor. See there? I got it in there. Yeah. What's your NOI that the property you working on? The NOI, net operating income. To be honest, I ain't really looked at that. I based all those numbers based on the other property that I bought because the other property is right down the street. You know, this property, I'm carrying a little bit of debt. You know, we probably looking at about 400 or 500 a month. Let me see. Probably looking at about 400 or 500 a month. I'm just guessing because I got the numbers in my head. I'm just like, just tally up some numbers real quick. Probably looking at about 400 or 500 a month. Then once I clear out the debt, then it'll probably just be property taxes, garbage pickup. Down here in this county, I have to pay for garbage pickup. So garbage pickup, property taxes, insurance. So that's 2,000. What's that? 1,700 a year. So we probably looking at $110 a month. So after I get rid of the debt, I'll be looking at 850 a month net operating income. But I just got it. So about 2-3 years, clear out the debt, then I have a pay for a rental property. So I fixed one machine myself, and then something else broke on it 3 months later. I know. It's all good, man. It's part of the adventure, man. It's part of the adventure. And see, and that's the thing. Like, everybody want the easy money, but you know, it's pros and cons to stuff. You got to figure out what you're willing to deal with. A lot of people want the easy money, but then the easy money takes forever, right? I can buy a rental property today, 2 months, put a renter in it, be making money at that same period. Why gotta take 30 years to use money out my 401k? You know what I mean? I don't want to turn this into a rant while I don't like 401ks and mutual funds, but you know. Find a rental property for you. You just got to get you a few real estate people and just work that, and you know, and just work that, because there's always some deals out there, you know. There's always some deals. always some deals out there. When I took the old part off, like if you look at it, the reason why I think it went bad, because if you look at it, it's just like pre-tripping the truck. If you look at it, you can see where this wire been running up against something. It's been chafing under there. So I thought I'd just go ahead and get some zip ties and zip tie the cable so it don't rub up on because all this under here gets hot, right? And the machine be working, and it's just nice to just zip tie that, keep it from rubbing up against stuff, you know. And see, and that's why, like, sometimes, like, say if, you know, sometimes you can have a repair guy come out here and fix it for you, but then he in a rush, right? And he's not gonna zip tie a cable back and stuff. So sometimes it's just good to just do stuff yourself sometimes. Hold on, y'all. I mean, not everybody is technically inclined to do stuff, but you know. I had to find some scissors real quick. Yeah. Trying to make sure everything tight. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to come back under here and do this again. Because I have to tear all this apart to get to it, you know? I don't want to do this twice. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, it's a bunch of properties right now, man, that I'm looking at. I seen a place around the corner over there for $60,000. It's a three bed, 2-bath for $60,000. In the area, houses go for about 150,000 fixed up. So it's been on the market for a minute. So shoot, if I had the 60,000, I would offer them 40 for it and see what they counter with and move forward with that deal. I wish I had 50,000. I would do the deal. I would. It's been sitting on the market for a long time. It's been sitting on the market for a long time. Shoot. Ah. These companies always having all these different size screws to know them. Stupid. Now I gotta find my bit that I was using. Damn. Quarter, 5/16, 3/8. Damn. Dang. All right, that's good enough. All right. I think everything's in there. All right, go ahead and put this thing back together. Y'all wish me luck. Y'all wish me luck. All right, where the screw at? Dang. Now I gotta switch. Now I gotta switch bits. I have to keep switching bits all the time. Oh boy, this better be it. This better be it. It's like 1,000 screws on here. Man. Trying to tell me this thing don't fit? Damn. Y'all should see all these screws in here. All these screws. It's at least 20 screws. I'm surprised y'all sitting up here watching me. Y'all pray for me. I hope this thing works. I done broke this thing down 3-4 times already. Oh boy. I gotta lift it up. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. I got some more screws in the back. Uh-oh. We're missing some screws. Man, y'all better hope this works. I don't want to tear this thing down again. I still got more to go. I still got to put this front face on, this cover right here, and what else? I think there's a cover that go in the back. It's something. But yeah, I still got more to go. Get tired of breaking this thing down. I'm breaking down 3-4 times already. I'm thinking, I think this is it though. I hope this is it though. Let me put y'all over here. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, man, what's going on? Light bright, what's going on? Yeah, we getting there, man, we getting there. Oh, shit. Oh, all right, y'all. Moment of truth. Oh, I gotta wait for it to restart. Let's see where we at. It's a 2-2. All right, y'all. I gotta let it fill up and make sure it's working right. What zip code is that? It's I don't even know what the zip code is. Hold on. Yeah, it's in the 30274 area. 30274. Riverdale, Georgia. Jonesboro, Georgia. My bad, I'm yawning in y'all face. My bad. I'm trying to get this wash machine straightened out, man. Gotta let it fill up. So the problem that I was having is that the washing machine will work, lights will turn on, everything work, but the machine will fill up, but then it won't agitate. So I thought it was the lid switch. I replaced the lid switch. Same issue. I thought maybe it was the motor transmission thing. Replace that. Same issue. So this time I replaced the speed sensor. It's some kind of sensor that detects the motor speed, I guess. But you know, a lot of these parts are cheap parts. Speed sensor was $20. The lead switch, that was like $45. That other part, about $45, $30 $30. So we got about $100 into this machine. So that's where we at. No, it will fill up to whatever setting you got it on, small load, medium load, whatever. And then it'll agitate for a second and stop. So I'm praying right now, hopefully. I'm tired of messing with this thing. It's working, y'all. It's a weird washing machine. It's working though. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. See that? Yeah. See, this is a Kenmore. It's a Kenmore. But if you look this model up, Kenmore, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, they all look the same, except one or the other may have a different logo on it. Yeah, washing machine working. I can't believe washing machine working, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching the videos. You know. So when I bought this place, it came with this stove. It came with this stove and this refrigerator. You know, they work, but you know, when I be on the road, I'm not trying to have no calls. No, I'm not trying to have no phone calls. So I go a little bit further and get stuff fixed. So I went ahead and bought a brand new stove. Got a brand new stove. Y'all wouldn't believe how much I got this stove for. I got this stove for $300. It's a scratch and dent. If I pull this out, it'll show like a big old dent on the side. It don't matter. See that? It's a nice stove. $300. $300. And I got this dishwasher. I got this dishwasher for $200. And I got this refrigerator. Got an ice maker in here. I got this refrigerator for I think it's $350. $350. It's got a few dents on it or whatever, but you know, retail, this refrigerator could go for like, I think it's like $800 in the store, but so the tenant, whoever moves in here, Gonna have some good appliances. I don't have to worry about nobody calling me about stuff not working for at least 5 to 10 years. So I got a new roof on the place. And as y'all know, I got a new AC unit. Got a brand new AC on here. I painted it. It looked good, don't it? I painted it. Looking good. Got a new roof on there. Got a new roof on there. It's the old AC right here. Got ductwork. Got the old water heater over there. Don't worry about all that junk. I'm gonna get rid of that. Got a new water heater in here. I paid $230 for that water heater. Brand new water heater. I don't have to worry about no callbacks. I have to worry about a tenant calling me talking about stuff ain't working. That water heater had 20 years on it, so it was time. That water heater was installed back in 1993. So it was time. It was time. Washing machine still working. And I want to show y'all the upstairs part. New. Got a new air handler. New air handler in here. I still got some old duct up here. I gotta get rid of some of that duct. Is, you know, new air handler. See the pipe down, running down the back. See that light? All this is 2018 stuff in here. Brand new appliances in here. 2018 stuff. And to worry about nobody calling me about nothing working. And the bathroom, of course. You know, new bathroom in here. It's a closet. Well, we got the washing machine working. I'm glad we got it working. Here go the other bathroom in here. You know, don't worry about that. I'm gonna put them covers and stuff on there. Here go the covers. See that? This that go on there like that. Don't worry about that. I'll fix that. But you know, rental property. Rental property. Got blinds up there. It's just some cheap blinds I got from Walmart. Cheap blinds. You get blinds from Walmart for like $7, $8. Don't waste your money on them Home Depot $30, $40 blinds. Well, got the washing machine working. Yeah. How much rent? I'm probably looking at $1,000 a month, $950 somewhere in there. It depends on how many calls I get, you know. One lady called me. She asked me how much the rent was. I told her $950. She said, okay, I can't afford that. I got to put this panel back up here. See them panels over there? I got to put those back over there. But, man, I'm glad I got this washing machine working, man. Whew. But I appreciate y'all watching the videos, man.